Hey, it's Nursey, a blessed RN, and welcome to another replay of Work It Out Wednesday. So, if you haven't been to Work It Out Wednesday, it is a TikTok live breakdown session of nursing dosage calculations problems. I post it here on my YouTube channel so that you can revisit and review these questions. If you have a area in nursing dosage calculations that you're not as strong in and want to see worked out, comment below. I hope you enjoy the video.
Milligram is bigger than a microgram, so we're doing, let me put this down, might two slides. So we're going 3 decimal spaces to the right, okay? So that's your decimal space. So 1, 2, 3. So boom, 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 like JC said. Yes. So you'll see that when you write it, of course, you have to put your comma in if you're in the United States. And that is that many micrograms. But if you wanted to set it up with using your conversion steps, like in a dimensional analysis, if you can't remember slight right, little large left, and you need to see how to work it out to convert it, I'm going to show you how. 357 milligrams, and then milligram is going to be on the bottom, microgram is going to be on the top. So we're not converting to micrograms, we're converting to we're not converting to milligrams, we already have milligrams, we're converting to micrograms. So you already got 1 microgram is 1 milligram is 1,000 micrograms. Slow down. So this case, you multiply, all right? So that's that. Hey, Rebecca, how you doing? All right, 1.5 liters is how many milliliters? So a liter, hello, cat, a liter is larger than a milliliter, right? So might, too slight, right. 1.5 is boom, boom, boom. Add your zeros in, so that's going to be 1,500 mLs. I have my exam on over heparin problems, fluid maintenance. Hey, sounds great. Amber, yes ma'am. Don't put a question mark, put an exclamation mark, because that's what it is. Okay? I got some heparin problems and some IV drip problems tonight. So hopefully that'll get your juices flowing for it. Alrighty. You're gonna do well. I'm gonna claim it. Alright. 66 yes, 66 pounds is how many kilograms. So this one, I don't have a little cute doing for it. We just know that 2.2 pounds is in 1 kilogram. So who is that was asking me about conversions? You don't have a name. You just got some stars. So, hey, Starries. I'm going to call you Starries. You have to memorize that 2.2 pounds is in 1 kilogram. And as you do these problems over and over again, they kind of just stick. Just like with your 5 mLs is 1 teaspoon, 15 mLs is 1 tablespoon, 30 mLs is an ounce. You got your pounds and all that stuff. So like it'll come to you. You just have to do it. It's a thing of repetition and it doesn't go away. So yeah, it'll stick. 6.6 pounds. So 2.2 pounds is in 1 kilogram. So you divide by 2.2. And then if you're returning, you're welcome. If you're returning kilograms into pounds, you would multiply. You just flip it up the other way around. So it's 30 kilograms. Yes. Yes, ma'am. That is right. 30 kilograms. You got it. He's got a promise. Hallelujah. Okay. Alrighty. I'm so excited to be here with y'all. I really wanted to go live in Punta Cana and like have a session on the beach, but I lost my iPad charger and my Apple Pen connector. And I had to come back and buy it. I was so upset. I did go live and just like do nurse chat. So that was cool, but whatever. But we're back in live. I know. I was so upset. Like I don't know if y'all have like ever traveled internationally and you have to go through customs and security checkpoints and all that. And I don't know where I lost it at. I guess when I had to take my iPad out the book bag. All right. 1,120 milligrams equals how many grams? So a milligram is smaller than a gram. So we are going from little to large left. Okay, so write it out, put your decimal, and we're going to the left. 1, 2, 3. So 1.12 grams. Yes, Amber, you better put that. Bam, bam, bam. Yes, get your confidence up. Yeah, I like it. I'm excited that y'all are getting this. Cool beans. Alrighty. Hey, Dara. Alrighty. Continuing on. 72 grams is how many kilograms? So a gram is smaller than a kilogram. So that's going to be, so we always move in the decimal 3 places. If you're going from gram to kilogram, if you're going from gram to milligram, and if you're going from milligram to microgram, it's always going to be 3 spaces. Because remember that diagram that I showed you at the beginning? It's 1,000. It's a 1,000 conversion factor. So that's going to be three zeros, 3 decimal spaces. So yes, if you are doing that step, like if you might have like a metric test. I remember we had a metric test where you had to do like decimeters and centimeters and all of that. So it don't work with that because it's not 3 spaces. It's not a factor of 1,000. Like a centimeter is a factor of 100. A decimeter is 10. So just if it's 1,000, if it's a factor of 1,000, it works. So if you're going from milligram to microgram or microgram to milligram, gram to milligram, milligram to gram to kilogram. I may have went the wrong way. Okay, well, let's look and see. So we got little and large left, right? Because a gram is smaller than a kilogram. And we're going from a smaller unit to a larger unit. So we're going this way. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And so we got okay. Because remember, kilogram, yeah, kilogram is a big thing. So you can kind of look at it too. If you got a gram and that's your base unit, you're going to a kilogram. That's 1,000 is 1 kilogram. 1,000 grams is 1. So you don't even have 1,000 grams. So you know that your number is going to get smaller. So you can think about it in kind of like spatial analysis too. Okay. And if you're going to set it up as dimensional analysis, you would do 75 grams. So we got grams and we're going to kilograms. And 1 kilogram is 1,000. Okay? And so you're going to divide. So that's how you get that 0.072 kilograms, because your grams cross out. Okay? All right. That's enough metric for tonight. Let's do some PO doses. So, what is y'all's preferred method? I gotta drink some of my Advil. Hey, and welcome to people who are coming in. DA, of course. I'm not gonna start tonight. I'm not gonna start. I am not going to start. No ratio and proportion. No desired over half, people. We're doing strictly dimensional analysis. I don't mind. Y'all just let me know. Do we need to do it all 3 ways, or are we doing just, okay, so desired over half. Okay, desired over half. All right. So I'm the only ratio person. I thought I liked the proportion way better, but my teacher only does the A, so now I'm stuck. Okay. Well, all right. I like ratio proportion. Like, you sometimes have to do a little bit to get to it, to put it in that format. But then, like you see, it's like boom, boom. But hey, whatever floats your boat. If you can get it right and you can dose your patient the right way, whatever. Okay, so let's get it popping. Amoxicillin 0.25 grams. PO every 8 hours. Available is amoxicillin 125 milligrams. How many tablets will the nurse give per dose? Let's see. I like ratio, but I get confused with setup. Okay, well, we'll go over it. I got y'all. So, with these problems, you see that the units don't match. So it's grams and it's milligrams. So, for dimensional analysis, we'll just go ahead and and show you the conversion, okay? So, we just looking for tablets, right? So, if you got tablets, 1 tab, it's 125 milligrams. Let's do a conversion now. So, milligrams over grams. So, 1,000 milligrams is 1 gram, and then you got that 0.25 grams that was ordered. So you see milligrams gonna cross out, grams gonna cross out, and then you're left with tablet. Dimensional analysis is just like a puzzle. So you got what's on top, you can cross out what's on bottom. And I like to start with what I'm looking for or what it is that I have. A lot of people don't know how to set up dimensional analysis, and you see all these words and all these numbers, you're like, where do I start? That's kind of like the rules that I like to go with, that, you either start with what you're looking for, what the question's asking for, or what you have. All right? So if you put in your calculator and do it, I know how to do this just by looking at it, but hey, whatever. So it is 2. So you multiply 1,000 by 0.25, and that's going to be 250, and divided by 125, and it's 2 tablets. And you see all of your stuff crossed out, and you're left with what it is you're looking for, okay? So desire over half. Desire over half, you would have to convert your tablets to your order to milligrams, because that is what your tablet is supplied in. So, of course, you would do 0.25 grams equals how many milligrams. So a gram is larger than a milligram. So we're going to do might to slight, 3 spaces to the right. So 0.2, 1, 2, 3. Add your 0 in. So that'll be 250 milligrams. So then you can then put it in a desired over half. You desire 250 milligrams. You have 125 milligrams in a 1-tablet vehicle. And so then that will give you 2. Okay? Yes, I do offer tutoring. Sorry, I was looking down, so I didn't see the stuff. Okay, I just did twice. Oh no, can y'all hear me? Send me a message. No, has spread down there. I don't know how to say your name, but yeah, just send me a message. Okay, y'all can hear. All right. I know it's raining over here, so I didn't know, and then I had technical difficulties last week. Okay. What else am I supposed to be doing? Oh, ratio and proportion. Boom, boom, boom. So, with your ratio and proportion, make sure you have your units and your vehicles or your volume or whatever lined up. Okay. So 250 milligrams over X because we don't know how much to give. And then you have 120 milligrams over 1 tab. Okay. You cross multiply and divide by both sides by 125 because you're trying to get X by itself. Okay. And then that will equal 2 tabs, okay? All right. So you got your 3 ways. You got division analysis, desired over half, and ratio and proportion. And I would appreciate throughout the life if you guys would please send some likes out into the algorithm so we get. Okay, girl, mom, you lost. What happened? Which part? The cross multiply? Okay. So to cross multiply, you go this. You go this times this and this times this. So it'll be 250 times 1 and then 120 times x. Okay, so that's going to be 250 and this is going to be 125x. So this is just some algebra, I guess. And then when you cross multiply, that's going to be one thing on one side of the equation, and then the other part that you multiplied on the other side. And then we want to solve for x. So when we're solving for x, you have to divide by what is in front of x, the coefficient. Okay, so and you divide on both sides because it's got to be equal. The equal sign means you got to do it to both sides. Okay, so you see we got x because 125 is crossed out. And then when you divide 250 by 125, it's going to be 2. And you rock. Alrighty. Zofran, 8 milligram POTID. What is Zofran for, you guys? Does anybody know? And Zofran is in a 100 milliliter bottle labeled 4 milligrams per tablespoon. How many mLs will the nurse administer for each dose? Nausea. Yup. Gave some of that this week. I have a lot of that this week. Alright, so you guys, what part of this problem is fluff? I got some Batman. Nah, it's just sweet tea. I'm telling you. This part right here, that's fluff. You don't need that part. Mm-hmm. Yep. All you need when you solve these problems are the concentration. So the concentration is going to be, it'll say, like in this part, 4 milligrams over a teaspoon, sorry. So how much strength it is, which is would be your units or milliequivalents or milligrams, grams, whatever it is, over the volume. That's what you need. So like in problems like reconstitution, where it tells you to add 100 mLs of normal saline to reconstitute to 500 milligrams over 500 mLs. You just need the concentration, the final concentration. Now, how much you're going to add to it, none of that other stuff, that's fluff. I thought ml was always your volume. Sometimes you'll have liters, sometimes you'll have mLs. So just know that, yes, volume is going to be your liters. So it'll be ml or liter, because, they can express a milliliter as 0.5 liters, which would be 500 milliliters. So they'll try to kind of trip you up with that, okay? All right, so we need to do dimensional analysis. So what are we looking for? mLs. So I like to start with my mLs. So how many mLs is in 1 teaspoon? 5. So our concentration will be 4 milligrams per 5 mLs. So we'll start with our milliliters, because that is what we're looking for. And then we have ordered 8 milligrams. And then this PLTID is just telling you that they want this dose by mouth 3 times a day. So that's going to be 8 hours apart. So we just need to give this one-time dose, right? So this is going to be fluff as well. So don't even think about putting 3 or whatever, 8 hours or anything. You don't need all of that. You just need this right here to get your 1 dose. So our milligrams cross out, and we're left with mLs. So 8 times 5 is 40 divided by 4. So we are going to give 10 milliliters. Yes, Tawana. Is it Tawana or Tijuana? I think it's Tawana. Tawana. Okay. I hope I said it right. You. Good job. So, the desired over half, you will desire 8 milligrams over 4 milligrams that you have in a 5 ml vehicle. You multiply across the top and you divide, and that's going to be 10 mLs. And then the first one I said, okay, Tawana. And to show ratio and proportion, okay, 8 milligrams, and we don't know how many mLs, so that's going to be X. Your X is your unknown. And then what we do know is 4 milligrams over 5 milliliters. This is where you cross multiply. So this times that, and this times that. So 40 equals 4x. We want to get x by itself. So what you do to one side, you do to the other side. Cross that out. X is going to equal 10 mLs. And thank you for sharing the lives. I appreciate it. The likes, the shares, and all of that. Hello to everybody who is new tonight. I'm glad you came to Work It Out Wednesday. We break down nursing dosage calculations problems. And then we also have nurse chat afterwards, where you can ask me any questions about nursing, nursing school, just whatever. Okay. Give C-Chlor 45 mgs per kgs per day, PO, in 3 divided doses for a patient who weighs 66 pounds. A 75 ml stop medication is labeled C-Chlor 125 milligrams per ml. how many mLs would the nurse administer per dose? All right, so we need to look on this part, and we are going to look for P, 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 and not the loan, okay? Patient, prescription, product, all right? So your patient is going to be the weight of the patient. The prescription is going to be what is prescribed, which is the order. And then the product is your medicine, all right? So this is the order, okay? And this is your patient's weight. We have medication, and it says that it's a 75 ml bottle. But what we're looking for, we're not looking for how much is in that total bottle. We are looking for, okay, JoJo, this is our time to shine. So let's break it down. Let's see what we're looking for, okay? We got this. All right. So we're not looking for how much is in the whole bottle, because we're not giving our patients the whole bottle of medicine. We need the what? The concentration. Concentration. All right. So that's going to be milligrams over ml. So this is fluff. The fluff. All right. So it's asking us how many mLs are you going to give in one dose? And then back to this part right here. This says in 3 divided doses, right? Okay, so we note that. I ain't got to that part yet. Here's God promise. Welcome back. Alrighty, so for dimensional analysis. We're going to start with what we have. Product, prescription, inpatient. Alright, so our product, because we're looking for mLs, okay? So we got 1 milliliter over 125 milligrams. All right, so let's move on to now our order. Okay, so we got 45 milligrams per kilogram per day. All right, so then you're going to go to your weight. So it's in pounds. We got to go to kilograms, right? So we need a conversion. Kilograms, pounds. It's 1 kilogram, 2.2 pounds. And then, what do we also have? The weight of the patient. Okay? So, this, 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 this. And this is going to be in days. So, at the end, do you need something? Okay. So, yes, Chastity. Okay, so you're going to have to divide that into 3 different parts, because remember it says 3 times a day, right? And we just need 1 dose. So this is going to be for the whole day. All right. 1 times 45 times 66 divided by 125 divided by 2.2 is going to be 10.8, right? Divide that by 3, 3.6. So you're right. So divided by, you can't see my little dot. All right. 3 doses. Yep. Okay. Is that what everybody's getting? Oh, y'all send me roses. Oh my gosh. Thank you. Amber, stop. Okay. So I'm going to show you a different way to break it down. Okay. All right. So the first thing will be what? P, patient. All right. So let's change the patient's weight from pounds to kilograms. So that would be 66 divided by 2.2, right? So 66 divided by 2.2 is going to be 30 kilograms. You would take your weight and multiply it by 45 milligrams, because this is what the order calls for, and that's going to be per day. Oh, well, you graduated, so congratulations, Miss Vasquez, and I pray that you do well in your NCLEX. So excited for you. It's such an exciting time in your life. You've worked so hard. So this is for the entire day. Remember, you got to pay attention to the words of the problem. All right. So, if you divide this by 3, because it says 3 divided doses, it's going to give you the amount per dose, which is going to be 450 milligrams. All right. So then you can do it like desired over half. You stopped up? You stopped up? And you get the same thing. And then you can also set it up as a ratio and proportion. 450 x equals 125 milligrams over 1 ml. And then you cross multiply. So that'd be 125x equals 450. And of course, you divide and get x by itself, and it's still going to equal 3.6. See, you got different ways to get there, okay? So what we're looking for, PPP, the patient's weight, the prescription, and the product. If you're doing it with dimensional analysis, start with what you're looking for, your milliliters, and then just go through it. So that first P is the product, which is your medicine. The second P is your order, which is the prescription. And then the last P was your weight that you have to change. And then you just insert your conversion factors. If you don't want to do a dimensional analysis way, PPP, patient prescription product. The first thing is to take that patient's weight divided by 2.2 and get your kilograms. Multiply it by your prescription. So that's your 45 milligrams per kilogram. That's going to give you how many milligrams? Because it could say 45 milligrams per kilogram per dose or per day or per minute, per hour, whatever it says. You have to look at what it's asking and what it's telling, okay? So we know that it was for a whole day and that we had to do 3 divided doses. So we had to divide that whole day by 3 times because we need to give a dose 3 times. So we only want 1 dose. And we're not giving the whole 75 milliliter bottle. We need to know how much of that medicine that is going to give us the amount of milligrams that we found per weight of kilogram, okay? It sounds like a lot, but we're breaking it down. Let's do another one. I had some kind of rough problems tonight. I ain't coming to play with y'all, but I'm excited. Yay! All right. So Kepler 2 grams in 100 ml D5W. Let's say DSW. I probably was thinking about some shoes, child. All right, IVPB over 20 minutes. The IV tubing is 15 drops per ml. Calculate the flow rate. All right, so we got some words and some numbers in here. You're welcome, Giselle. Oh, it's my baby's middle name. I love that name. Okay, so yeah. Alright, so what do we have here? We got IV drip. So we know that when it has a tube drop factor, that it's going to be looking for tubing, was given via tubing, it's going to be gravity. It's not going to be by a pump. So we're going to be looking for drops per minute. So that is what we're looking for, drops per minute. All right. So we're going to do, you can do it different ways with dimensional analysis, or you can do it with a formula. Now the formula is going to be, I think you got it. Okay, all right, we finna see, Miss Tawana. The formula is going to be your volume over minutes times your drop factor, and then I'll show you how to do it with dimensional analysis as well. Okay. All right. So this 2 grams. That's fluff. All we need right here is volume and time. This IV piggyback, that's also fluff. Piggyback simply means that you're going to have like a solution like normal saline, half normal saline, D5W, lactated ringers, whatever, infusing. And then you're going to hook up a secondary tubing, and your primary tubing is going to be here. And then you're going to hang this little bag up here. And your little bag is going to drip, 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 drip. And then once it gets done, your primary is going to start back. Like when you put a piggyback, like a little kid on your back, the kid is higher up and you're here. That's what piggyback is. It's going to go in faster because it's higher. And you set your pump to it, so it's going to go in, and then your regular fluid's going to go in. Please don't get confused or intimidated by these words that are in these problems, okay? That's why we're breaking them down and going over it, okay? So that's fluff. We need volume, time, and your drop factor. That's it, okay? So volume is 100 mLs over 20 minutes. And your drop factor is 15 drops per milliliter. So what are we going to get left with? I'm trying to work on more visuals, like with the, so you can see it. Because I believe if you figure out what it is that you're looking for, instead of just having all these words and numbers, it makes sense to what you're trying to find. I don't know. All right. So mLs cross out, you are left with what? Drops over minutes. And that is exactly what we're looking for, right? Boom. All right. So let's do it. 100 times 15 divided by 20 is going to be 75 drops per minute. Did you get that? Yes, you did. Yeah. Okay, who was that who said, okay, I got to go up in the chat. Using formula, we shall see. Okay, so did you get it? Jay Hurry Carry. Did you get it? Did you get it? Yes. Yes. All right. I love it. I love it. Y'all got this. I'm telling you, once you get this down pat and you start seeing how it goes and you do it over and over again, you'll see like, okay, it's not do it. You get it on your chest, you get those points, and you're like, bet, that's 5 extra points that I got besides writing my name on my paper. Then you can worry about the rest of your med-surg or your peds or your OB or whatever that you're stressing about, but not med math. All right, so let's do this one. Infuse lactated ringers. Okay. Well, you can do one more with me and go to bed, and then I'll be back on Sunday night with Study Buddy Sunday. You can be my Study Buddy Sunday. Lactated ringer, 125 ml per hour via gravity using calibrated tubing, which is your drop factor, at 15 drops per ml. Calculate the flow rate in drops per minute. All right, so that's what we're looking, drops per minute. All right, so it's the same thing that we just did. All right, lactated ringers don't even matter right now. We know that we got 125 mLs per hour. So yes, your volume over your time, which is going to be time in minutes. So don't you write hour, because it's going to be 125 over 1. And we want minutes. We want 125 over 60, okay? 60 minutes. Because you want drops per minute, not drops per hour. And then, 15 drops per mLs. So that is using your formula. 125 times 15 times 60. So 31.25, and you can't give 0.25 of a drop, so then you'll have to round it to 31 drops per minute. And yes, ma'am, Miss Tawana, you got it right. Don't forget to like and follow. Then you can see the lives that'll come on. I come on every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Central. Okay. Yes, 31. All right. So, yes, ma'am. Thank you for coming. It was nice meeting you tonight. If you don't remember that the formula calls for minutes, then you're welcome. Dimensional analysis, the way that you would set it up is like this. 125 milliliters over an hour times 15 drops per ml, right? Then 1 hour over 60 minutes. So then you can see that their units cross out and you're left over with what you're looking for, drops per minute. And it's the same thing, okay? So if you're a formula person, you do the one that's on top and make sure that this right here is in minutes, not hours, minutes. And then if you're a dimensional analysis person, it's the one on the bottom. That's for DA. All right. Yeah. Chastity. You okay? Yeah. Congratulations again. Mm-hmm. I'm trying. You're enjoying this. Yay! I'm glad you're enjoying this. I'm enjoying being with you guys. I love doing this. This is so much fun. And I've met so many new people online. Feels like, I know y'all forever. Seems like forever. Okay. All right. The patient's heparin is infusing at 28 milliliters an hour on an infusion pump. Lord. You can tell I was sleepy. All right. The bag of fluid is mixed 20,000 units of heparin in 500 mLs of D5W. What hourly dose of heparin is the patient receiving? So what are we looking for? The dose that they're receiving, right? So we are given the rate right here, which is 28 mLs per hour. And then the fluid is mixed in this bag, so that's your prescription. And so we're looking for what? How many units, right? Because we have how many mLs, we have the medication, and then who will tell you off in love? What? What you talking about? He has got a promise. Okay, so all right, let's start off with what we have. So 28 mLs of heparin flowing in an hour. Then in our bag, we have 20,000 units of 500 ml fluid. Okay, so your milliliters cross out and you have units per hour, right? 28 times 20,000 divided by 500. This many units in an hour. Okay? You can also do this in ratio and proportion. I was going to say dimensional analysis, but this was dimensional analysis. So you got 28 mLs. We don't know how many units. And then we have 500 ml bag of 20,000 1,000 units. All right, you're going to cross multiply. And you'll get this big number, 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to divide on both sides by 500. And you get the same thing. Okay? Alrighty. Alright. Administer theophylline drip at 40 milligrams an hour. Okay, I do have a website. It's avrntutoring.com. And then you can also send me a message on here. Alright. Let's see. Theophylline. 40 milligrams an hour in the IV. The solution is 250 mLs of D5W plus theophylline 500 milligrams. What rate on the infusion pump will deliver the correct dose? Alrighty, so this is, that's what we got going, and this is what's going. So this is your volume, and this is your strength, okay? And so we need, what, mLs per hour, right? So let's go with what we got going and what we know. So 40 milligrams an hour. And then we're going to match your milligrams up with AB, like A blessed RN, B as in boy. 40. Okay. I get so sidetracked so easily nowadays. All right. 250 mLs. And then 500 milligrams at the bottom, right? And so what are we looking for? Milliliters over hour, right? And you see that your milligrams are going to cross out. It's just as simple as setting that up. You know what you're looking for. Then you have your conversions, and make sure that you set it up where you cross it out top and bottom, okay? So 40 times 250 is going to equal 10,000. Let's say you got to count your zeros and then divide that by 500, and what are you going to get? 20 milliliters per hour. Okay? And that's what you set your pump up to, 20 mLs per hour. Hello, people who are still joining in. Alrighty. Somebody said they had a heparin problem. No, heparin and fluid maintenance problem tomorrow. I think these are all of our IV problems coming up towards the end. Okay, here is y'all's favorite topic. These pounds and kilograms and milligrams and minutes and all that. But hey, we're going to look at how we do it, okay? So give propofol 10 micrograms per kilogram per minute. The infusion is mixed propofol 250 milligrams and 250 ml D5W. Why am I keep putting DSW? All right, the patient weighs 168 pounds. What rate on the infusion pump will deliver the correct dose? All right. So PPP, remember, not the loan, but patient prescription product. Patient weighs 168 pounds. The product is this, and then patient product and prescription. Wow. All right, that's how much we have. So, what rate on the infusion will deliver the correct dose? So we're going to do milliliters per hour. You're always going to set your pump as milliliters per hour, okay? ml per hour is what we're looking for. So, let's start with what we have. Your product, 250 mLs over 250 milligrams. All right. Now, our prescription is in micrograms. So we're going to have to do a conversion. Can I write PPP on the side so you can take a screenshot? Yeah. PPP. Like, you want me to write each P too? P, P, P. Boom. Oh, no, not the conversion. Yes, JoJo, the conversion. All right. So, you got your milligrams on the bottom. So, let's go ahead and set that up. So, you put your milligrams on the top. And then, your microgram on the bottom, okay? So, 1 milligram is going to be 1,000. You got this, 1,000 micrograms. All right, now let's go to the prescription, your order. 10 micrograms per kilogram in a minute. All right, and then we have our weight, right? So we got to do another conversion. So 1 kilogram over 2.2 pounds. And then I have to erase some of this. Your patient's weight is what, 168. And then also we gotta do one last conversion for your time. So 60 minutes over 1 hour. All right, so let's make sure all of our stuff is crossing out. Milligrams, micrograms, kilograms, minutes, and pounds. So we're left with milliliters over hour. How many my physical IV test took me out today. Oh, Mish. Okay. Well, abrntutoring.com, or you can send me a message. Huh? You going to sleep now? Good night, my love bug. You can go get it yourself. All right. Hey, I'm on my life. Thank you. You're very rude. All right. Okay, so we're gonna do this problem. 250 and 1 times 10 times 168 times 60, and hit the divide button. 250 divided by 1,000 divided by 2.2. What do you get? 45.81. And then we're going to have to round, because this right here is 0.8. So 0.5, excuse me, 0.5 and up, you round up. 0.4 and down, you keep it the same, okay? Round down. So be 46 mLs in 1 hour, okay? That's how you would do it for dimensional analysis. Yes, JoJo, look at you. Yes. I love it, okay? So, does everybody, who wanted this to see this part worked out, do you have it? Because I don't have any room to show you the other part on how to break it down if you don't like dimensional analysis. If you want to do, that's what I'm finna do. I got you. See, I kind of got the desired over half. Okay, all right. So I'm finna erase. Okay, where's everybody from? I know y'all probably hear my little country twang. I'm from Bama. I'm in Alabama. Where are y'all coming in from? I try to tone down when I'm on live and, speak properly. Baltimore City, New York, Texas. All right. We got nurses all over the place. Lord, America needs good nurses, Jesus. Ones who know how to do dosage count. Florida. Hey, I'll be there next month for this bachelorette trip. I'm so excited. I know y'all like, just stay traveling. Yup. Work hard, play hard. Tennessee. Okay. Alrighty. What days and times do you do lives? Okay. So Wednesday, on Wednesdays, working out Wednesday, 8 p.m. Central Time. And then Sunday night, Study Buddy Sundays. And that's going to be at 7 Central Time. Thank you, Mish. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Yes, let everybody know. Let everybody know. I want to help all my nursing student friends because nursing school ain't got to be that hard. If we can simplify things and understand things, then let's do it. Alrighty. What am I looking for? I went blank, child. I went blank. Okay. So, PPP. Oh, JoJo, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It starts at 9 my time, so well, maybe Sunday nights may be better for you then. I don't know, cause like I work Monday, Tuesday nights, and some Fridays. So I sleep and then I try to get up, and I might have a session with like 1-on-1. And I got kids and stuff, and I'm like trying to be faithful to y'all too. So I was like 8 o'clock. Sorry. Okay. But I am working on editing these and posting the replays on my YouTube. I got one so far. So, and that's all the way from May. So I'm catching up on them, okay? All right. So yeah, a blessed RN on YouTube. I post my daily problems on there too. I've got some videos like further breaking down the design over half and how to like look at the questions and get the information out of it. And I'm working on a dimensional analysis video. I don't know, like this dimensional analysis video is really taking a lot out of me. Like I'm trying to get it like, so it's not a waste of time, and that it's informational and that it puts the hay where the goat can get it. Okay, see, I told you I was from Alabama. But anywho, but it's coming, I promise. Alrighty. Okay, I'm back now. PPP. So you're going to take your weight and you're going to divide it by 2.2 and you're going to get kilograms. 168 divided by 2.2. That's going to be what? 76.36 kilograms. All right. You're going to multiply that by your prescription. So your weight by your micrograms. All righty. So times 10. It's going to be 763.6. Okay. That's micrograms. And what we need, milligrams, because your propofol is in milligrams. So we're going to have to convert it, right? Right. So from microgram to milligram, a microgram is smaller than a milligram. So we're going to go from little to large, left. This is just your quick way of doing it. You want to multiply, divide, however much you need to, that's fine. I like little large left, might slide right, because all I got to do is move this decimal 3 spaces, and that's it. So, 1, 2, 3. Do. And then you also multiply this times 60, because remember, it's in minutes, it's not in hours. I got that part. Okay. Sorry. Okay. Times 60. All right. So that's going to be what? 45.81. Now, righty. You use your 45.81 and put it in your ratio and proportion, and then you got 250 milligrams over 250 mLs, and you can see that 250 over 250 is 1. So you can stop right here if you know your math facts and be like, oh, this is just 1. So, but I will do it for the people. We're still going to just show how you cross multiply. And what's 45.81 times 250? It's going to be this number right here. Lo and behold, it's 45.81. And then you can also do it in dimensional analysis. I mean, not dimensional analysis, desired over half. We already did dimensional analysis. So 45.81 over 250 mgs times 250 mLs. And you'll get the same thing, okay? All right, Mish. That's how you do that. Nitro press, 5 micrograms per kilogram per minute via continuous infusion for a patient weighing 205 pounds. Nitro press is available in a solution of 200 milligrams per 250 mLs of D5W. What rate on the infusion pump will deliver the correct dose? You got 45.73. Might have rounded it or something. I don't know how you got that one. It's close. This probably might not have rounded, or I don't know how you got that one. It was real close though. It's still not gonna be 45.81. You would round it up to 46, so you still got the right answer. Like seriously, you did. All right, so let's do this one, and we got PPP, your patient right there, your prescription right there, and notice that it says minutos. It's in minutes. All right, and then this is your product. All right, so let's start with what we have: product, prescription, then your patient. 250 mLs over 200 milligrams. We need to do a conversion because our prescription is in micrograms. So you got your milligrams on top and your micrograms on the bottom. 1,000 micrograms is 1 milligram. We're going to go to our order now. So 5 mics over kgs per minute. And then we're going to go to your conversion factor for your weight. Do you round the weight? I usually use like 2 decimal spaces. Or like if it's like 45.6, like you can round it. I mean, it's not gonna be too far off, but I usually round towards the end. I use 2 decimal spaces and I just round towards the end, so I'll make sure I won't cut off nothing because sometimes the numbers can get a little funky. What you mean? You talking about this one or this one? Because I haven't converted this one yet. I'm just doing dimensional analysis. All right, so kg over pounds, so that's 2.2, and then patient weighs 205 pounds, and then you've got to do your 60 minutes per 1 hour. And let's make sure all that stuff crosses out. This microgram, kilogram. What's this popping up? Okay. Sorry, something popped up on my computer. Pounds and minutes, and then we're left with milliliter over hour, and that's exactly what we're looking for. All right, so 250 times 5 times 205 times 60. Hit divide. Don't enter out. Don't press enter, and then divide by the bottom. Like I'm not canceling anything on my calculator. Is that what y'all got? 250 times 5 times 205 times 60, 200, 1,000, 2.2. Yep. Yo también. How'd you get 34 point? Jojo. All right, so multiply all the way across the top and divide it by the bottom. And got 34.9. All right, so let me do it the other way. So we will break down our pounds to kilograms by dividing by 2.2. So 205 divided by 2.2 is 93.18 kilograms. So let's do 93.18 kilograms times 5 micrograms and is 465.9 micrograms a minute, right? So we need to times that by 60. So we can get how many is in an hour, which would be 27954.5 micrograms, and we need milligrams. So we're going to do little to large, 3 spaces to your left. Alrighty. 1, 2, 3. 27.9. So, boom. That's how many milligrams. Let's see if I can get what you got. 27.95 times 250 divided by 200, 34.9. So yeah, I got the same thing, 34.9. And well, 9375, but 34.9, and then of course that'd be 35. Yay! All right. Well, okay. Nova HHS Dan. Cool. Can't wait to connect with you, girl, mom. For a child, the recommended safe dose of IV Vanc is 40 milligrams per kilogram per day. Vancomycin 200 milligrams IV Q6 is ordered for a child weighing 38 pounds. What is the child's weight in kilograms? And what is the safe daily dosage for this child? What is the divided dose? And is it safe? Safe. All right, PPP. Patient's weight, the prescription, or this is the range, the safe dose range. That's the prescription. And let's see. We don't have a product for right now because we're just trying to determine if it's the safe dose. All right. So the child's weight in kilograms. So how we find that? Divide by what? 2.2. Know it. Love it. All right, Mish. All right. So what we get? Yep, that's what I got too. What is the safe daily dosage for this child? How do we find that? Well, you go to right here and you're going to multiply 40 milligrams times your weight in kilograms. And that's going to equal your amount for the day. Because it says per day. Make sure it don't say per dose, or per minute, or per hour. It says per day. Alrighty. So what is the divided dose? So the order calls for 200 milligrams IVQ6. Alrighty. So if we divide 690.8 milligrams into 4, because every 6 hours is going to be 4 times, right? It'll tell you how much you will be able to give at one dose. So that's going to be 172.7 milligrams per dose. All right. So is this dose that the physician ordered safe? Y'all tell me. Is it safe? Is it safe? Are you giving this as the nurse? So this is what the doctor is telling you to give. We have determined that you can give this much per dose. So if this is not equal to this or less, then it ain't safe. That's too much. So you can, okay, so let me break it down. Oh, I gotta text my mama. Alright. So, yeah, she had surgery today, so I was making sure she was alright. Okay. So, it's not safe because we've got this number that you multiply by the pounds, well, not the pounds, the weight of kilograms of the body, right? So we determined that you can have all these milligrams according to their weight. Then it's divided into 4 different doses because you're giving the prescription every 6 hours. So 24 hours divided by 6 is going to be 4 times that you'll be able to give the medicine. So that's 4 different doses, all right? So when we determined how much a day, we said, okay, that's all that they can have in one day. Then we divided it into 4 different doses so we can see how much to give at one dose. So this is how much you can give at one time. So then we have to go back to the problem and see that the doctor has ordered this. So a 200 milligram dose. 200 is more than 172.7. So that means it'll be too much. It'll be toxic. So it's not safe. So 200 milligrams. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to get rid of some of the little markings. Uh-oh. All right. So the vancomycin, so your order is going to be the strength, the frequency, the route, okay? So the strength is 200 milligrams, and it's going to be in IV form, and then it's going to be every 6 hours. So this is going to be given at once at a time every 6 hours. So you would give 200 milligrams 4 times throughout the day because it's every 6 hours. So it'll be 6 o'clock in the morning, 12 o'clock in the afternoon, 6 o'clock in the evening, and midnight because that's every 6 hours. All right. So yes, 200 milligrams is just one dose. the whole day dose is what we figured out right here on part B. That came from the part where it said the recommended safe dose, and it gave you 40 milligrams per kilogram per day. Okay? So it didn't say 40 milligrams per kilogram per dose, or per minute, or per hour. It said for the whole day, they can have this many milligrams. So if they only gave 200 milligrams, like at one time, or like that would have been fine because it was just like a one-time dose. But you're giving it 4 times a day. So if you gave 200 milligrams 4 times, that's going to be what? 800 milligrams. And this is the max amount right here that you can have in one day. So it's too many milligrams in the whole day. And it's 2 milligrams at one dose.
All right, that's it for this session. I hope that you enjoyed the video. If you've learned something or if you've gotten something from this video, give me a like, a thumbs up, share with other nursing colleagues, and subscribe so that you can be alerted of content that I have uploaded. If you would like to join the live session and offer input and get your questions answered about any nursing dosage calc problem that I'm going over, you can join me on Work It Out Wednesday, which is every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Central Time, or you can catch me on Sunday nights at 7:30 p.m. Central Time. And if you have a question that you would like to see worked out, comment down below. And if you are interested in one-on-one tutoring, I will also link the site below. As always, be blessed.